An open letter. Dear friend, dear stranger, dear beautiful creation of God, dear mom, dear dad, dear son and daughter, dear precious human being, dear man and woman and boy and girl, dear whole entire world. Sometimes I feel like people don't say this enough to you, but you are beautiful. And I don't just mean physically beautiful, which you truly are, but I mean that you carry about you, within you, and all around you a complete and utter essence of beauty. An essence that, when fully embraced, betters not just the people directly around you, but that shines a light out into the whole entire world. You often walk with your head down, and that makes me sad. Because when you hurt, I hurt. And not because I empathize with what you're feeling, but because it hurts to see something so beautiful think that it's not. I hear the way you talk to yourself. Those little things you say when you think no one can hear you. Those subtle, self-deprecating jokes you make so no one else can. Those loud lies of confidence you scream out into the void, praying that no one ever sees through the fact that sometimes when you're alone, you wish you didn't exist. I see you sitting alone in the corner trying not to talk for fear that you'll accidentally trick us into thinking you're not beautiful. Sometimes, yes, sometimes, and I know that sometimes means most of the time, and sometimes means all of the time, and I know that a lot of the time you're in a lot of pain. The kind of pain that you feel with every part of your being, like needles being pressed into every nerve, because when you feel fully, and when you feel something, you let it encompass your entire being on the off chance that that feeling could be love, and that is a beautiful way to live. But sometimes that makes you vulnerable. And I know that sometimes you don't feel that pain. I know that sometimes you don't feel anything. And I know that sometimes you can't decide which one of those is worse, so you do your best to feel everything and nothing all at once. Sometimes you try to equate that emotional pain, or the lack thereof, with the physical pain, and I know that you think that that helps, but you're wrong. In fact, you're wrong about a lot of things, because you may be beautiful, but you're also very foolish, and you've somehow tricked yourself into thinking that because you can't meet the world's every standard of perfection, that somehow means you aren't worth anything. And sometimes you mistake the world's unrealistic view of perfection with your own equally twisted and unrealistic view. But you're wrong. You're more wrong than you could ever imagine being, and don't try to tell me that I'm wrong, because I can see you and you can't hide your beauty from me. You utter and complete fool, can't you see it? Can't you see that every little thing you do touches so many people, that you are the sun on a rainy day, and that there are a lot of rainy days? But sometimes sun needs sunlight too, so look at me and let me be your sun. Let me pour some love back into you, because I will never let you burn out. Because, and you better listen close, because I love you. No, stop. You're doing it again. You're tricking yourself into thinking that you're not worthy of what I'm offering to you, but the truth is that it's my love that's barely worthy of you, and you are worthy of so much and so much more. And I'm not the only one. I promise you there are more suns that would love nothing more than to put a little sunshine back into your life. So stop believing those lies. I'm not even going to talk about them anymore, because we both know that you know exactly what they are. I'm not going to talk about them. I'm just going to talk about you. You wonderful, beautiful thing. Do you know how much you are worth? A worth that only pales in comparison to how much you are loved. You are loved by me and by the people around you and by the one who created you, and we have not forgotten you. All you have to do is give one of us a call, and we will come running to you, because you are you and you are beautiful, and I love you. You can't do it all, and that's okay, and you don't need to meet the world's or even your own twisted standard of perfection, because who you are is already perfect. I can tell you right now that you're never going to meet those standards, because you can't fit inside that box. Because you are perfect, and your perfection is unique, and your uniqueness is beautiful. Not sometimes, never sometimes, all the time. Since even before you were born, you were knit together stitch by stitch, and then you came into this world and made it so much better. So listen to me, because this letter isn't meant to convince you of a barely conceivable truth. It's to thank you for being who you are, and for making my world a little brighter, that you would bless me by merely existing in it. So please, for my sake, keep existing. Just keep moving. Don't give up on yourself, because I never will. Because you are beautiful, and sometimes you forget. Don't forget. Never forget. With all my love, Amanda Lynn Scott.